Hello and welcome to Let's Ride with Stonewolf. We're still in Scotland. We're just leaving Hawik. We had a good charge, although the charger was in like a weird location. We're on our way home. Flip the vent closed. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle there. Lift my toes up so they don't drag. Yeah, we're on our way home. Destination Nottingham. We passed the halfway mark. We're just gone 3. We're about a half an hour ahead of time. And yeah, it was a good charge. I pulled into the leisure centre, did a little circle in the car park. It was like, huh. And then I remembered someone said, yeah, it's in around the back. So I done to the service entrance where there was a snapped off sign. I was like, huh, and I drove up the service entrance, and there it was, like, tucked in around the back beside the bins. Weird location to put it, but I guess that's where the power is, and where there's already a space that you can park a vehicle. Because the front of the building didn't really have that. And yeah, I went inside the leisure centre, and this one did have a cafe. The Thursday one didn't, this one did. And I had a nice cappuccino and a croissant. You sure about that? I think we will not be turning right there, Google. The hell? Apparently this is quite a fast one, this stretch of road. So I don't know how good our battery conservation is going to be, but let's see. Next up, Consett. But we will be doing a split in this video, of course. We've got someone hauling a trailer, I think. Nope, they're not hauling a trailer, they're just driving slowly. Alright. Okay. How many of them can we take? We're going to step in behind the red one. Very sharp. I have to say, they get down from like national to 20 in just one go. They should have stuck a 40 a bit further out. The Landy is catching up with us. I bet that the Landy is not going to do 20. Oh, maybe they are. Did not expect. I think it's stuck anyway. We had 129 listed as we're leaving Hawik, and we've gone down to 108. I love the gas orbiter. It's so variable. Even though it is taking like a 10-mile average, just sometimes it can be so weird. But yeah, again, straight from 20 to national. That's crazy. It's crazy. Nope, can't do it. Voice is still ruined. I had a chest infection a little over a week ago. If you are a regular subscriber and you've been watching this whole series, you're probably sick of hearing about that now, but I'm about 10-ish days out from getting over my chest infection, and things still aren't great. Google is still trying to get me to turn right, but I'm like, what the hell are you doing, Google? Oh, Jesus. Oh. 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 Hold on. Google, is this not the ace? Oh. Fuck! I have just figured out what's going on. I have literally just figured out what's going on. Google is not taking me out the road that I wanted to go on. It's rat-runned me. It's rat-runned me from the start. Oh, right, we're gonna... Will we be taking this slight right? I guess. Google! You fucking piece of shit. Do you know what would happen if I stay on that road? Do you know what happens? Do you know what fucking happens? Do you know what fucking happens, Google? That's right. I end up on the road that I want to be on. Amazing. How about that? If I stay on that road, if I stay on the road I was on, if I stay on that road, both of those outcomes bring me to where I want to be. And you know what neither of those involve? Being on a single track. You big piece of shit. Oh, look at what I've got to do. Ugh. This just goes to the A68. And granted, it's a little out of the way. See, if you'd brought me up a road that was signposted for where I wanted to go, that would be different. But you didn't. You just brought me up, you're just like, take this random road. It looks like it goes off into wherever. Google. Can't trust it at all. You know, I just lost some time going wildly out of my way to satisfy Google. Sometimes I really wonder why I use this app. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how I had this nice charge and was ahead of time and everything was going well. Yeah. I might even dry out, that'd be nice. Got a nice little bit of sunshine, I could dry out a bit. But I now have no idea how far it is to the next one. I think it was 80? No, it wasn't 80. 80 was too far. I think it might have been 60 or 70. Let's say it's 70. It's probably more than that now. It's maybe 75 now. We've done nearly 15. So we'll say we got 60 more to do. Okay. Live with having 60 more to do. We went well out of our way. Basically like 90 degrees to the way that we wanted to go. More than that. What we want to go is south and a little bit south and a little bit east. And we went basically due northeast. We might not be that far out of whack. This is the road we wanted to be on. Just Google didn't take us the route that puts us directly on it. It took us up like some other route. And then like tried to redirect us on a like little road. Because Google is very smart. And I'm sure it has some kind of very good reason for trying to do that. But the problem is that I distrust it. And I distrust it for good reasons, because it has like burned my trust in it. So when it says turn right up a tiny little road, I'm like, no. Oh yeah, I was talking about my voice. Yeah, my voice is still not like fully recovered. If I have a little cough, that's why. Like that. we'll say 75 until we see an actual sign for where we're going, which we won't because it's off to one side. Okay, well, if that guy's going, then the dip is free. Good? Good. Reminds me of the truck I saw at Fort William with like an extremely patinaed bumper and everything else about the truck is fine. Hopefully I've not lost too much time. Because my scheduled arrival at home is something like 11:30, and I would like to get home before then. I was a half hour ahead leaving Hawik, so you know, scheduled arrival of 11 is much better. Just like get home, fall into bed. But we shall see. This road's nice enough, actually. Yeah. It's this little forested sort of thing it's got going on is quite pleasant. So these bends and undulations are pretty cool. I think I see why Google reckoned I was going to get terrible mileage though. Oh well. The data that I pulled off Google. Google reckoned this is going to be very fast, and yeah, I can see why. Destination charging. We talked about motorcycle competition. We talked about February bikes. We talked about what Energica might do next. We talked about well, I think, you know, electric bikes are gonna win people over eventually, and how that might happen. But maybe we should just change the subject a little bit. You know, mix it up, right? Especially that, like, block of negativity that we just had, you know, nobody likes negativity. So, let's talk about my TV. This is a good one. I haven't bought a television since literally the year 2000. So, yeah, it had been... 22 and a half years since I had last bought a television. And that television was a 20-inch CRT. I think it was a Vigo. Wow, this is pretty cool. Obviously, you know, things have moved on a little in the television world since then. And, you know, I was looking at what I could get. sofas, so I got two sofas facing each other, and then I got this big panel behind one of them. And it was, it's pretty big, 65-inch, but, it'll fit in when it's in the room. And then I put it in the room and was like, yeah, I'm glad I went for the 65-inch. And it's like an LED one. It's not like a fancy one. It's just like a basic LED one by Samsung. You can probably see where this is going. I turned it on, and it's like, in order to use the television, you need to accept the terms and conditions and agree to adverts. How about no? Just no. Like, the terms and conditions involve data sharing, for start with. I don't need to share data to use a goddamn television. And secondly, I don't want ads on my television. I am a YouTube Premium subscriber. And the reason I'm a YouTube Premium subscriber is because I don't want ads. I don't like ads. I skip the promotion section in videos. I don't watch terrestrial television and haven't in a long time. I just like, even though I grew up with it, the concept of having adverts interrupting my viewing experience has become alien to me. And I don't want it. I'm sick of being advertised to in every second of my life on every surface I encounter. I don't want it anymore. I want ad block for the real world. You know? And, like, it's tempting to say that once upon a time it wasn't so bad. It's probably wrong, right? That is probably a lie. Oh, it's a good view out that way to the left, but not entirely sure I can give you a good look at it. Yeah, I feel like it's gotten worse over time, and that advertising is colonizing ever more parts of our lives. I just don't want to be advertised to anymore. I've had enough of it. There you go. Oh, my thing's come open. What is this? We're crossing into England. I want to put my flap over, but I also do not want to go onto cruise control. Oh, look at this. And the road is really nice as well. Yeah, I don't want to be advertised to anymore. I'm sick of it. And yeah, it just really annoys me that it's just getting worse and worse and worse. That's my perception of it anyway. And, you know, with streaming and YouTube Premium, I've just gotten used to not having ads in my viewing experience. And for that reason, I'm just like, hell no, I don't want any ads on my television. I'm not agreeing to this. So every time I turn my TV on, it gives me this bug, like, you need to agree to the terms and conditions. But conveniently, I do not need to agree to the terms and conditions in order to use external input. I just have to wait for the bug to go away after like 30 seconds when I turn it on. So I got an Amazon Fire Stick, and I know Amazon is like collecting my information through Fire Stick. That's okay. Amazon already collects my information through other means. I have a relationship with Amazon. I do not have a relationship with Samsung. Even though I have a Samsung phone, I don't have a Samsung account. That's another thing I would have to do, is create an account. I don't have a Samsung account. I hate Bixby. There's a button on my phone for Bixby, and it's really annoying. And I can't unmap it without installing some third-party app that has a billion permissions that it doesn't need. So, I got a Fire Stick, and I just use my Fire Stick. But yeah, it's weird to me that, like, I buy a television and then I've got to go through all of this stuff, and it's like, I just want to watch stuff in my living room, dude. You know? That's all I want. I just want to watch stuff in my living room. I want to put some YouTubes on for my guests. Yeah, that's, I guess, the world that we live in now. But yeah, I'm kind of weird because I work like at IT, right? I'm a software developer, and I don't have any of the gadgets or anything. Like, I'm using GoPro 5s, which are like from 2016 or something. They're like way outdated. I don't have a 360 cam. I don't have drones. My smartphone's actually quite old. I bought it in 2019, and like the next generation of flagship smartphone was just coming out a little bit after that. It had already been announced and the prices had already dropped. I don't have a smartwatch. I don't even watch at all, to be honest. I'm the kind of person who's like, oh, I need to have a watch for this. Well, F91W, here we go. I don't have tablets. I don't have a laptop. My computer is from 2009. When I went to buy a washing machine and a dishwasher, I deliberately chose like non-smart ones. There were a bunch of them where it's like the only way you can control this is with an app on your phone. And it's like, how insane do you have to be to buy this? Yeah, I'm a little bit weird in that respect. I just like... I like to call myself a bit of a Luddite, but I don't mean in that aspect. I mean more in like the Luddites, the political beliefs that they held. The Luddites are super interesting, but I just... a lot of the tech that has come along, I just haven't felt the need for. I'm like, yeah, I can see how this would be handy. I don't see how it's worth spending all of this money on it. I think the one thing that has really... well, there's a couple, but like, you know, VR was one of the ones that I really regretted missing out on. The problem with VR is I absolutely could have done it. I could absolutely have just dropped cash to get in the VR game. But at the time I was saving for a house. And then the pandemic happened and it's like huge regret. But also the pandemic happened and I was able to buy a house. It's just that since I bought the house, I put a lot of money into the house. I've done a lot of stuff with this thing. I just haven't had the money to buy into VR or upgrade my PC. And that affects even like my editing of video. My old PC does make that somewhat difficult. Is there a big red flag? Oh, okay. It's a firing range. But yeah, and then there's the capture devices that I use to make these videos, like this one that I'm wiping right now. Yeah, it's an old GoPro 5. I actually have two old GoPro 5s and a bunch of spare batteries that I no longer use, and the only money that I've really put into them recently was just buying the external power cable and the thing that holds it in against the socket so that it stays waterproof. Let's do this. We're not going that much faster than him. We aren't going faster than him, you know? Be irritating to sit behind him. Yeah, and I really only did that because I didn't want to like stop and faff around with bloody batteries and then get angry because the GoPro stopped recording or whatever. I should really put some money into the mount, but I don't want to. I don't want to put money into more GoPro stuff because I may not continue using GoPros, and I don't really want to put a huge amount of money into making videos because, you know, at the end of the day I don't get any money back out of it, so I have no incentive to up my game on like the technical aspect. What I have is good enough to share my joy of motorcycling with you guys, and that's all that I get out of this. You can set up my ass all you like. It's a 30 zone. But I mean, I've talked about that a whole bunch. Like smartwatches I don't really get. Drones could be cool, you know, They don't really hugely interest me, but a lot of people on YouTube use them. A lot of motovloggers like to do a bit of drone stuff. Big fancy cameras don't interest me, because I'm just not, I don't really care to spend the time to invest to like get any good at them, and they're a lot of money to get into it. Like for my purposes, I can just pull out my phone, chick, done. That's as much as I need. Sure, I could get way better shots with like an SLR, but the amount of time and money I'd have to invest into having one and being able to use it properly, and then carrying it around and like getting it out and setting it up and all of this stuff, it's just like, that is not how I do these things. I'm more of an in the moment kind of guy, so for me something like a 360 is more appropriate. You know, a better chin mount is more appropriate. A better voice recorder would be great. This Zoom F2 that I use is actually really good, but it can't really do noise reduction very well. GoPros do noise reduction amazingly well, but that would mean having a specialist adapter to plug things into it, and yeah. This is the A68 turnoff, and the A68 turnoff is where we will be ending this episode. So, if you have stuff to say, hit me up in them comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Check out some of my other videos. If you enjoy them, then please consider subscribing and hit that bell. And if you would like to reward me for entertaining you today, because as I say, I've never made a penny off of these videos, you can find the relevant links in the description below. Bye bye.